Are you bored with beef?
We're hoping that in today's video, we can help rekindle your love for beef. Hey, what's up, family? I'm Rachel.
And I'm Joe.
And we are two crazy ketos.
And if you're new to our channel, welcome. Here on Two Crazy Ketos, we do different things like recipe videos and we do product reviews. We talk about various keto topics. And every Monday, we go live on Keto Beyond the Couch because life exists beyond the couch.
You can find us in different social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and X.
And we have a website, which is twocrazyketos.com. And that's where you're going to find all of our different recipes. Now, we do upload at least 5 new videos every single week, so make sure you subscribe to our channel.
And don't forget to hit the little bell icon, and that way, every single time we upload a new video, you'll be alerted to it.
So a lot of people are rekindling their love with beef, butter, bacon, and eggs. And if you don't know what beef, butter, bacon, and eggs, it's actually a challenge that Dr. Berry came up with years ago, and we made a video and actually documented our journey on it about 3 years ago, where you eat nothing but beef, and beef being any type of ruminant animal, butter, bacon, and eggs for 30, 60, or 90 days. It's basically an elimination diet that helps you get more in tune with your satiation and also helps you figure out what might be causing inflammation or issues on your journey.
But we may need a little rekindling, a spark back in this marriage. Now, so I have this shirt on that says he's my always, referring to Joe's as part of like a couple shirt that we sometimes will wear when we go to Universal Studios. But we've been married a long time, right? Like we've been married and it's like day after day, this is my partner in life. So we work hard to make sure that there's a spark in that relationship. And you have to do the same thing with your food sometimes because we do eat a lot of the same things on repeat day after day.
Yeah, people will ask us all the time, how come you don't do so many full day of eating videos anymore? Because we eat the same thing.
Right.
And I think a lot of people are like, you eat the same thing, like you're not showing us anything new. But we eat the same thing. And when it comes to beef, though we do love things like prime rib and brisket and steaks, ground beef is amazing. It is cheap, especially when you compare it to things like prime rib and ribeye. It is easy and quick to make, especially when you compare it to things like brisket, which could take anywhere between 12 to 24 hours to like make. And also it's super versatile.
Well, even our son and daughter, Michelle and John Paul, when they order their cow,
it's mostly ground beef.
It's mostly ground beef because they're not big on roasts. And for time purposes, it's just easier to even turn that into ground beef. So a lot of times they will order their cow share with, they'll get the steaks. Like you want that ribeye, but they'll get a lot more ground beef.
So today we're going to do another 5-minute video, but this is going to be a little different. Now, if you're new to our channel, our 5-minute videos is where we try to cover a topic in 5 minutes or less. We're not always successful.
I think we're 5 minutes in right now.
Well, it's 5 minutes from when we begin talking about the topic, which we're going to do now. So in 5 minutes or less, we are off the cuff, no script, no nothing, going to try to come up with as many ways as possible or as many different varieties or whatever you want to call it that you could do with ground beef. Are you ready?
Well, this is a mom challenge for sure because, if you give us a pound of ground beef, we can change the world. We can feed the world with it.
So let's start the timer. Okay, where are we going to start?
I'm going to start with stir fry. You can use ground beef in stir fry with like the liquid aminos and maybe some broccoli and cauliflower to give it kind of an Asian flair.
So another great recipe to go along with stir fry, we have a recipe video. We call it like crack slaw, or it's also like known as egg roll in a bowl.
Deconstructed egg roll.
All you need is ground beef, a few spices, and a head of cabbage. And in less than 10 to 15 minutes, you can have an amazing filling meal. Number 2, hamburgers.
Oh, yeah, because you can top them with anything.
Right? So hamburgers are amazing.
And you can cook them in a lot of different devices, whether it's like a George Foreman grill or on the Blackstone or in a pan or on a grill outside, like all kinds of things for a hamburger. All right, I'm going to go with meatballs. I love balls. Meatballs specifically. So yeah, I think that you can easily make a quick meatball, and that can feed an army.
Yeah. And, again, we're not saying only have ground beef. You can add spices and things like that to it. So if you have meatballs, buy some like sugar-free, good ingredient tomato sauce, and you have like an Italian dish. Add into that the egg white bread, and you can have a meatball hero. Okay, so number 4, meatloaf.
Meatloaf, yes. Oh my goodness. Don't let your meatloaf. That's what used to be the joke. But meatloaf, yeah, and that can be a kitchen sink because you've got the base, especially if you use a binder like pork rinds, crumbs like we do. And then you have like just one zucchini left. You can put that in there. You can put an onion in there or a piece of onion in there. You can add tomato sauce or not. Like it's very, very versatile.
Next up.
I'm going to say chili. Chili is another kitchen sink item because you can put a lot of stuff. You can stretch with chili.
We have a recipe for keto chow chili. It's an award-winning recipe. And, you can literally just take ground beef. We don't even put peppers and onions, even though the recipe calls for it. A lot of times we don't even put that in there, but you could put that in there as well. A scoop or 2 scoops of keto chow tomato basil and some beef broth or water, and you have an amazing chili. Meat thins.
Meat thins.
We talk about all the time that, yes, you can make meat thins. The cheap and easy way, I don't know about cheap, but easiest way is by buying steakums. But listen, all steakums is finely chopped beef that's pressed into a patty. So you could take your ground beef, you could roll it out thin on a piece of parchment paper, freeze it, and then when you want to, take it, put it in your dehydrator, and have like a meat cracker.
You can also do a mitza, which is baked in the oven, and you top it like you're making a pizza, and it is the easiest pizza to make. We love the chicken crust pizza that we make, but a mitza is easy.
Now I want a mitza.
I know, I love mitza.
Beef jerky. We actually have an old video. If I can find it, I'll leave a link for it up here, where you could buy a jerky gun, and instead of buying just roasts and slicing them thin, this gun allows you to mix your spices, maybe your soy sauce or whatever seasonings you want. You put it in this gun, and then you shoot out like little either round pieces or flat pieces and put them in your dehydrator, and now you have a really cheap ground beef jerky.
Since you're talking about kind of devices that you can, utilize, the kebab maker was awesome for us to make like a roller hamburger type of product. That was really cool. And you can do it on a skewer, so meat on a stick makes it portable. I really like that one. And oh man, I was just thinking of like, what's another one? Go to you.
I'm going to say hot dogs and meat sticks.
Okay, there you go. That's another one.
Yes, this one's going to require a few other things, but one of the things I love to do is whenever we find ground beef cheap, like we will find it cheap. And especially for hot dogs and things like that, you want a lot of fat. You don't want lean, because what makes a good sausage is the fat in the sausage. So if you don't even need a meat grinder if you buy ground beef. And you can take it, you get an inexpensive sausage stuffer. We have a video on how to make this. You can make your own meat sticks instead of buying meat sticks, and you can make your own hot dogs and sausage.
Less than 10 seconds left. We didn't even touch casseroles, because you've got like the taco casserole, you've got shepherd's pie, you have the Mexican, well, that's taco, breakfast casserole.
Yeah, so there are a lot of different things that you can do with ground beef, and we ran out of time, but I'm sure there are more. So let us know down in the comment section, what do you like to do to spice up your ground beef? Honestly, the one that we completely missed, I know we're out of time, but we have to say this, is just having ground beef made up, cooked up in the refrigerator, nothing added to it. And
Right.
then like whenever you want to eat,
Scoop.
you scoop it out and put whatever you want on top. It could be sour cream, it could be cheese, it could be
Guacamole.
anything that you want. But let us know down in the comment section, what are some of the ways that you cook your ground beef? Now, if you like seeing videos like this, take a look at some of the videos we have linked right over there. Also, make sure you take on the most recent videos I'm gonna put right over here.
But whether you head this way or you head this way, don't forget to head this way. Stuffed peppers. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Click the little bell icon, and that way every single time we upload a new video, you'll be alerted to it.
Till next time.
Bye.